Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our Global TV Deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much-needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
Ghetto, run, keep going on, less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just a and I as a watchman around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war and crime. Fight down, me say Rastafari. War and crime and do the righteousness. Hey, we love. I will love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. I will love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. Save all people. Yeah, we love Jah. We love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. We love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. Save all people. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watchman, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I and I should never hold thy peace, but we penalize day or night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way, prepare the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down war and crime, fight down war and crime. Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah, and we love Jah Rastafari. We love all, and we love Jah. Me love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. Me love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. Preserve all. Me love Jaja, Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight, and then DJ Twink.
Good morning, globalists. I'm still barely awake yet. I was up until about 4 or 5 o'clock this morning reading and all sorts. I wake up in a rain this morning and just continuously struggle to wake up this morning. I never got bed till crack of dawn this morning. But we come out, we're outside, and we shame like a dog this morning. We shame. Shame a kill me. Shame like a dog this morning. Stick around if you want to know why we feel so shame this morning. And me feel shame, do you know? Tribalist shame, not me. Can me not have shame. Anyway, to my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning. It's about time Dr. Tufton packing bag and go on. We have enough. We have enough. I mean, we pay for front with this, with that, and all sorts. We have enough. We don't call Rosemary Shaw, if you will. We don't say the Lord, Rosemary Shaw has arrived, in my view, to a level of hypocrisy. Rosemary Shaw, good morning, Eastern St. Thomas. No, sir. We don't say, oh, Rosemary Shaw, Lady Rapunzel. And my girl there. Gang up Michelle and throw Michelle Charles under the bus. We got hard with that this morning. Can you find that funny? Very funny. Michelle, Rosemary Shaw, and what's her name? Crystal Lee, whatever the dunce head, the rumhead dunce name. Morning, everybody. One big good morning. All of them never have remember. One big good morning, everybody. Is it Crystal Lee? So like you get lucky last night and making excuse. No, I was reading last night. You know, see, all the news they busy at Jamaica yesterday. There was so much to catch up with. The news at Jamaica yesterday was just off the wall. Hard to keep up with. Everything a turn. Everything a turn at the moment. Let's go over to Babalita and Shakwalita and see all the two of them.
What really happened was that we were
pen down pan Lady Ez. Turn down pan EPAM. Listen to hypocrisy and tell me, globalists, if this no hypocrisy. And if uno no spot the hypocrisy, may I go spot when it done, me Me is going to explain to you where I think Rosemary Shaw has arrived at that level of hypocrisy. Let us look after each other. Because, to say, we're going to be working together. We're going to be working together. So make we look after one another. Let's listen to Rosemary Shaw and Crystal Lee. Because, politicians love play with we, you know. If politicians don't think to say a Dolly host this big, something wrong. A Dolly host alone used to have them twist and turn, yeah.
And what really happened was that we were doing our introductory visit to the hospital, being a newly appointed state minister. So I went to the hospital to tour the proposed site for a national blood collection site and also the maternity ward, as the minister has given me the mandate to lead on those two topics. So I went there to meet the team for the very first time as a newly state minister going to the hospital and also to look at what's happening there. Since I've just gotten on board and it's the first time that I'm going to the hospital, and it really was for a private meeting and introduction, right? I would not have extended that invitation. But something like a function or to cut ribbons or something, then of course the protocol would have been observed, which is to definitely invite the
Did you hear what Crystal Lee said? Uno do here. Me did decide that uno and me no to say. Globally, so type in a comment if uno spot what Crystal just said to it. Lord Jesus. Ballot. Lord God Almighty. Me tell you something, shut on the mouth, because we have ears. Me tell you not to say. When if shut on the mouth, because we have ears. Huh? You talk, girl. I wonder if you did under the rum then, or the rum did a little wear out of you, or it was diluted with mad piss or something.
And what really happened was that we were doing our introductory visit to the hospital, being a newly appointed state minister. So I went to the hospital to tour the proposed site for a national blood collection site and also the maternity ward.
What you have identified, Debbie, is the bit where she threw Michelle under the bus. We want to identify the lie where she tell. Let's see if we not spot it.
As the minister has given me the mandate to lead on those two topics. So I went there to meet the team for the very first time as a newly state minister going to the hospital and also to look at what's happening there. Since I've just gotten on board and it's the first time that I'm going to the hospital, and it really was for a private meeting and introduction, right? I would not have extended that invitation. But something like a function or to cut ribbons or something, then of course the protocol would have been observed, which is to definitely invite the member of parliament. We have a proposed site now for the National Blood Collection Center there in Princess Margaret, and we're now looking to look at the build out and hoping to get the funds so that we can do that. And once we're having the ribbon cutting, of course our member of parliament for Eastern St. Thomas will be invited. Going forward, if there's anything at all that we're doing in St. Thomas that we believe that the member of parliament should be there, we definitely will invite her.
I had a discussion with the Minister of State rather. And I am satisfied with what she said. I think she's just telling the truth, because I know the other person that we are dealing with. I heard that the Minister of State was going to tour the facility and of such, try to cash in and take over. The poor Minister of State was not even aware of the whole shenanigans.
Question for you, if you were aware that Miss was coming here, in the private agreement, would you turn up?
No, I wouldn't have gone. Based on what she said, if an invitation was not extended to me, why would I turn up? And you see, a while ago, we had a very cordial discussions, and I understand her position, that visit, in fact, was hijacked by Michelle Charles for her personal agenda.
Throw in Michelle. Good morning and welcome to Throw in Michelle under the bus. Globalists, no, realize what Crystal Lee said. Let me tell you now about Crystal Lee. Crystal Lee is an MP. That much I know. Crystal Lee is a state minister and undersecretary to the health minister. She apparently, as well as Rapunzel, does not realize that. This state minister said the visit to a government hospital was private, introductory. Our job, our hospital, and it was private. I mean, and then Rosemary Shaw, who has arrived at that level of hypocrisy, I believe her. Birdo, Lord God Almighty, Rosemary Shaw. But then again, if, only if, said Darrell Vaz. Taking a break, she said, that man had him die with you, isn't it? So must the set up then did they were night. Taking a break to be with my comrade godfather, Howard Bose Hamilton, and my colleague and friend, member of Parliament, Philip Paulwell, on his birthday. Yesterday, we attended Parliament and had a heated exchange on behalf of our constituencies, he said. And today, we are having a drink. Prime example of how politics should be practiced. Fool the motherfuckers. Fool them. Let they war over us. Let they get into heated battles and debate while we drink and dine and have our friendly affairs. Me shame. PNP and Labour right, no shame. We no shame. We no shame. Shame a kill we. So, saying that to say this, Rosemary Shaw has arrived. Because to say, Rosemary Shaw says she believes Crystal said they never inform Michelle. Michelle hijacked the meeting. Who informed Michelle though? Because it was a private meeting just to introduce you. But how it is, a minister of state, a newly minted minister of state, is doing her job and it is private. Me born this morning. That's why it's so hard for me to wake up this morning. You know when we're born with we eyes shut. Isn't it, globalists? We're born with we eye shut. Cousin to say me born this morning, not to wake up yet. But if you notice, the two hypocrites come together and say, you know what? Let's push her under the bus. We're going to have to be working together. We need to have a cordial relationship. She might never see the light of day politically again. Remember money sweet. And we are getting know. Don't make she come disturb. Don't make she come disturb. Will it pecking. Remember say she thief. All constituency develop money and run down with it. Rosemary Shaw has arrived. What do you believe, Crystal, about Rosemary Shaw? Is all these people wicked? When me tell you say when you tap the political tribal with Labour and PNP and focus on we when name Jamaica, Stop prioritize labor and PNP and focus on we when in Jamaica. Cause the whole of them are friend. Me say if I hold Rosemary Shaw this man, I would have just hold her and shake her like a ragdoll and see if I can shake out hypocrisy out of Rosemary Shaw. This is why me I want to say be careful of the PNP them. PNP is the other wing of the bird. PNP is the other foot of your body. No better hearing, no better bearing. How is it that Crystal Lee is going on a private engagement at a public hospital? A state minister of government, an undersecretary to Christopherton. An undersecretary to Christopherton is going to her job and telling us, we, that it was a private engagement. Oh, listen, we need back with money for that day there. Can you never walk that day there? A private business, my girl, listen. Don't talk with the nonsense out there. No, say me ears put on out here grass. And when I talk idiotness them. My ears just jump up so. So we want back the money for that day there. Globalist, call back to Crystal Lee for we money for that day there. Because to say Crystal Lee was on a private engagement. Private engagement. She did depend. So that's nothing to do with us. We cannot pick up the bill for that. Never mind, we send her there in a state car and police escort. We want back the money. We want back the money. This was private. If it's private, Crystal must pick up the bill. Some East St. Thomas people ask Rosemary Shaw how this go. Ask Rapunzel how this go, Lady Rapunzel. Private, it. Private. Private, she said, we want back with money. We want back with money. East St. Thomas people ask Rosemary Shaw how this go. Who pay you to wobble, back down, and collude with the lie? Oh, like how we don't say a private now. We want back with money. We want back what we pay you for that day there. Calculate and see how much for that day there or for the few hours where you there do the private job, Crystal, and give we back with money. Because we can't pay, but then again, we don't pay Andrew for run whole heap of company. So till Andrew can take Kedisha from Positive Jamaica and put Kedisha in a top civil servant role in a Darrell Vaz office because it look like Kedisha is a good thief. Mind your mouth. Mind your mouth.
And what really happened was that we were doing our introductory visit to the hospital, being a newly appointed state minister. So I went to the hospital to tour the proposed site for a national blood collection site and also the maternity ward, as the minister has given me the mandate to lead on those two topics. So I went there to meet the team for the very first time as a newly state minister going to the hospital and also to look at what's happening there. Since I've just gotten on board and it's the first time that I'm going to the hospital, and it really was for a private meeting and introduction, right? I would not have extended that invitation. But something like a function or to cut ribbons or something, then of course the protocol would have been observed, which is to definitely invite the member of parliament. We have a proposed site now for the National Blood Collection Center there in Princess Margaret, and we're now looking at the build out and hoping to get the funds so that we can do that. And once we're...
Isn't it under the protocol, anytime any other member of parliament from either persuasion is going into the constituency of another member of parliament for whatever engagement it might be, the protocol is they ought to inform the MP. Isn't that the protocol?
We're having the ribbon cutting. Of course, our member of parliament for Eastern St. Thomas will be invited. Going forward, if there's anything at all that we're doing in St. Thomas that we believe that the member of parliament should be there, we definitely will invite her.
I had a discussion with the minister.
Yes, Miranda, private with cameras. Private with cameras.
Minister of State, rather. And, I am satisfied with what she said. I think she's just telling the truth because I know the other person that we are dealing with. Heard that the Minister of State was going to tour the facility and of such, try to cash in and take over. The poor Minister of State was not even aware of the whole shenanigans.
Question for you, if you were aware that Miss was coming here, being the private engagement, would you turn up?
No, I wouldn't have gone. Based on what she said, if an invitation was not extended to me, why would I turn up? And you see, a while ago, we had a very cordial discussions, and I understand her position, that visit, in fact, was hijacked by Michelle Charles for her personal agenda.
Throwing us under the bus. What you all should find out from Rosemary Shaw, how much she was paid and what favors was she offered by the government to collude with a story where even the worst liar know it's a lie. How long una go walk and pull wool over with eye? One una go try and be honest, but as me tell the public, say, una can't be honest because if una honest, una not go have with support. If you all are honest, you would all never had our support. So una can't do it. But me sorry for the poor old people them. We just a walk blindly so. And I believe in now. Look how no mouth did big and chang pan campaign. Right now when I walk and whisper, wait till Juliet come back. How should I India walk and crutch? Look how she go poise up herself with holy obia when she did it. I don't know Juliet love the obia. And obia is a normal thing in India. So me know Juliet go fully loaded. You go see how Parliament subdue when Holness come back. What we are going to read for you this morning. Remember we said we come back out on the thief this morning. Yeah, the thief in doctor, the criminal, the crook. We take our money by front, this, that. But the reason why nothing going to happen to Christoph then is because of the same nonsense of political tribally in our country. No, yes, so me figure, yes, so come I want to bring in the article. The political tribally. This is the strength of these people. What is wrong with my article this morning? This is the strength of these people. The political tribally that you are willing to protect. You are willing to go at war with your relatives, as it was the case with me and some of my family members during the last election campaign. Why is this thing right? And since Melissa will see some of these same people willing to suffer gladly in order to protect their favorite politician. At them something they make politician strong. Because politician know to say They have to fool them, to create a defense for them. They had to fool them to go over there, go war for them, to tackle people when people ask for accountability. Now with this new bus out, we're going up a university hospital. We're going to go back to an article from 2023. Christopher Tufton dissolve UWI board, UHWI board over level of dysfunctionality. Let's read away. This was December 8, 2023. And then we're going to go to an article from over Lady Mull when we're done. But make we see if we scratch and dig through this like a sense of fold, no? Make we scratch and dig through this like sense of fold. Because you know, everybody I play with. And we sit down and enjoy the game. And the worst part of it, you know, we not benefit nothing out of the game. So Darrell Vaz and Philip Powell a hug up. Or Rosemary Shaw and Crystal Lee come out, come plan up light to Michelle under the bus thing to say, we are going to draw down Michelle. Uno too wicked and liar. I know Michelle and my problem this morning. And only the two wicked and liar will come out a story and make up a story for we go draw Michelle Shaw. A Rosemary me hot for this morning. Me want to know how much on pray Rosemary Shaw. So come out because she believes the Crystal did the power and private engagement and Michelle Charles hijacker. And that we find out that are the problem this morning. How much was Rosemary Shaw paid? Rosemary Shaw, what did Andrew Holness government promise you? How much you sell out the people them for Rosemary Shaw? Rosemary Shaw, how much did you sell truth out for? And that are the problem this morning. Go on like I said, if you come out, you come chop off Michelle head. Everybody knows that Michelle is a thief. Everybody knows that Michelle is an idiot. Everybody knows that Michelle is hyperactive. Anyway, let's go to December 2023. A clash of personality and dysfunctionality are the reason Minister of Health Christopher Tufton with the DR title said led to the decision to dissolve the current board of management at the University Hospital of the West Indies. The action comes after the resignation of the chairman of the board, Wayne Chow Chung, I think, who submitted his resignation effectively this past Monday, 4th of December, 2023. His deputy, Dr. Andre Foote, reportedly had also resigned. We got bogged down with a number of issues that involves personalities, which become a distraction from some of the critical issues that needed to be addressed. I wasn't convinced that we were making enough progress in resolving those issues, or at least being able to function with those issues in the mix, Tufton told the Gleaner last night. In an earlier statement, the minister said the resignation of the board chairman came after a series of discussion with the strategic direction of the hospital and deliberation on the way forward for critical projects, which he said Chai Chung noted he was unable to lead. He said the decision to dissolve the board was taken following a meeting with its members to discuss the way forward. According to the statement, the meeting also agreed that key strategic actions would need to be taken to realign the institution, including in these actions or the recruitment and appointment of a new chief executive officer and the reinstatement of a new board of management to improve governance, management, and operational efficiency of the institution. According to a Gleaner source, the concern that impacted the now former board included governance issues and the chairman hiring process in the search of a new CEO. The Gleaner understood that the steps taken by the chairman, who was coming from the private sector, did not have the full support of the other directors. The board was a good board in a number of ways, and a number of things have been achieved. And I think, and I thank all those who participated, but in other ways, there were some level of dysfunctionalities, and attempts at resolving some of them became a challenge, Tufton said. Dr. Morris Guy, opposition spokesman and health, had raised alarm at what he said were the sudden resignation of the hospital board chairman and deputy, questioning whether their departure would be related to the protracted recruitment of a new CEO for the facility. Guy also expressed concern about the implications of this action on the operations of the hospital. University of the West Indies is a premier medical training institution in the Caribbean and serves a significant portion of the Jamaica population. Therefore, any issues which threaten its normal performance is disturbing to the opposition, as it impacts healthcare delivery to the Jamaica people, he said. However, stressing that this measure would have no impact on the functioning of the hospital, Tufton noted that steps are being taken to appoint a new board in the shortest possible time. And we see what happened under the new calamity, don't we? That's where that article ends. We see what happened under the new calamity. Now, let's look at an article of the last few days since the Auditor General report. And this was written by the lady across the road, but we're going to read it. Hold on. My lady there over the road. My lady there over the road. Hold on, make me find the article. Police fraud squad probing 23 million revenue loss at UWI. I want to read this article. I know UWI alone collapse. The whole of Jamaica collapse. Lynette Jenkins. The whole of Jamaica collapse. Collapse. And Rosemary shall come out and say, Crystal Leah tell the truth. What a burden. Right. Now, this is from Over Mulvina, 14th of January, 2026. Police fraud squad probing 23 million revenue loss at University Hospital. The police fraud squad has been called in to probe a report that the University Hospital of the West Indies unlawfully used its tax exemption status to import goods for at least 3 private companies. Whoa, PNP, me ear sound no name, I calling it too. Dennis God, morning, Dennis God. Oh, you know, sir. Anyway, read. Then say your man people business too much. Somebody I go lick you on your mouth. Somebody I go lick you on your mouth. Anyway, the probe followed a damning report from the Auditor General, which found out that alleged inappropriate use of the university hospital tax exemption status has resulted in tax revenue loss of $23 million. Other sources say at least one of the 4 companies which the Auditor General received tax exemption supplies and equipment imported by the UWI is owned by a prominent politician. Let's listen to Mahiri before we go on further.
The Auditor General's report detailing alleged unlawful conduct at the UHWI was tabled in the House of Representatives on Tuesday afternoon. Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis's office says customs records showed that items including office furniture, laundry, and medical equipment were declared to Jamaica Customs as hospital imports. But inventory records confirmed that the items were not acquired by the hospital. They were instead obtained by private entities. The Auditor General says the misrepresentation breached the Customs Act, resulting in over $20 million in unpaid import duties. The Auditor General noted that Section 209, subsection 1 of the Customs Act prohibits false declarations on customs documents, with violations subject to fines and prosecution. The Auditor General says, for example, UHWI used its tax exemption status to import laundry equipment valued at $28 million for an entity identified as Private Company 1. This action, the Auditor General says, caused revenue loss of $6.6 million, with UHWI paying the remaining import duties of $1.9 million. The Auditor General says similarly, UHWI facilitated the importation of office furniture and medical equipment valued at over $40 million for another 2 entities which were indemnified as Private Companies 2 and 3. This action, the Auditor General says, resulted in tax revenue losses to the Jamaican state of $10.7 million. It's understood that the entity which the Auditor General refers to as Private Company 1 is owned by a group of several business people. Private Company 2, which it alleged benefited from the unlawful use of UHWI's tax exemption status, is owned by a prominent politician. Up until recently, another senior politician was listed online as being a member of the board of directors of the company. The Auditor General's department also stated in its report that the UHWI also inappropriately used its tax exemption status to import 40 waste bins for a company which was identified as Private Company 4. The Auditor General says in its initial response dated August 2025, UHWI confirmed that it has ceased facilitating imports for private entities using its tax exemption status. According to the Auditor General, UHWI acknowledged that this practice violated public trust and Jamaica's procurement laws. The Auditor General says in addition, UHWI reiterated its acceptance of the findings pending further investigation. The hospital also said it was seeking suitable measures to prevent a recurrence of such activities. Mahiri Stewart for Nationwide News.
So no ear. With an ear. Donovan Williams. Dennis Gordon. Donovan Williams. Dennis Gordon. PNP Dennis Gordon, come here. You, Mr. Gordon. For those of you who do not know, Mr. Gordon is a very wealthy man. Very, very wealthy. Mr. Gordon is one of them who owned a plethora of private medical facilities in Jamaica. Dennis Garden, come forward. If you are company two, Dennis Gordon, we know Donovan Williams is involved in company one, who was recently listed. Remember when we have the debacle about the drill? So if you don't understand, Nationwide don't want to call the name them. But the one we talk about up until recently was listed, and that's Donovan Williams. The other one we talk about, the other prominent politician, Dennis Garden, come here. You know, tell no Jamaica. So these people wanna walk and protect the whole of them and come together, come dig out to no eye. Because Dennis and Donovan and all of them know all of this at the back when the game was being played with the drill, you know. When the game was being played with the drill, when Dr. Roger Hunter come out and tell us, say, this was a tip of the iceberg. Remember Dennis, the campaign and have his mouth shut. So, when I tell Dennis Garden, say, if he involved, come out, come admit. If Dennis Garden involved multi-billionaire Dennis Garden, if you're involved in swindling the taxpayers' money, you must step aside. Show us that you have integrity. Because it no campaign pants, you come with it. We always abon PNP and me vex, but I'm sorry. No, we have to bond the one know something at the panel by the side. Listen, you don't know who Dennis Garden is. You don't know who Dennis Garden is. Dennis Garden, I make a whopping. So if Dennis Garden involved in this swindling tax from the Jamaica coffers as a multi-billionaire, Dennis Garden need to, one, pay we back with tax, and two, step aside. Because we now go come out here, come call out labor right corruption, and one like say PNP don't corrupt. Uno member say Philip Palwell, a PJ Patterson girlfriend and confidant. So don't think to say Philip Palwell or anybody good to the see act so decent and moral and oh please. Oh please. Philip Palwell is a liar. They are known to be crooks. The whole of them are play with. PNP and Labour are play us. All of that tax money where these millionaires come together and swindle from we. How much do you think that could benefit us? If are you back on your tax, them a crush your business for. You understand? Them a crush your business for. You poor people, you the MSC, MA, you know when they refer to the MSC, the small business and entrepreneur, then call it one acronym. You think Uno can get away with a shagria? No, me say if Uno think say, Uno small and medium entrepreneur, Uno think to say, Uno couldn't get away with them your shenanigans, yeah? And don't go prison for tax evasion or whatever they can send in our prison for. And then they tell us the rule of law applies to everybody, while those in position of power can shut their eye to the rules. Shut their eyes to the rules. No, these people, this is to tell you what we are dealing with, yeah? These people know that we have the Auditor General, we have Integrity Commission, and all of them something there. These people don't try to hide nothing with them I do. $521 million without a trace. Them not hide nothing. No, this is what me always I say. Fuck the Integrity Commission. Make the people them thief in a peace. Since we have trouble them over the little thieving, it a cost with more money. Wanna not get it? We're losing more. No man, I know that the acronym I one of the EMEA say something like I want ME something another that the one that is small and medium entrepreneur. Them call it one ME something another. But only small people couldn't get away with this. By the way, nobody never grant them in a power, never grant them favor to you, the little small man pan the dot anyway. SMME, yes, something like that, yes. Nobody now offer uno them little get out card there. Nobody now offer uno them little leeway there. It's why most of no business crash. It's why most of no business can't get off the ground because of the holy tax and then something there. While the multi-billionaires, labor right and PNP can turn a blind eye to the rule, and millions get wiped out from us and nobody. So what Integrity Commission walk and bother the people them and bother feel with peace for? Making people them thief in peace. We should abandon these institutions. It save way more money. Maybe the politician them would and thief less. Because we're not getting anything out of the Integrity Commission other than upsetting reports. What else do I get? Other than upsetting reports, you tell me what's the value for money with the Integrity Commission. If the Integrity Commission don't have power to kick off doors, seize, arrest, draw people out like how the dog draw Juliet out her house early morning, guy airport, put on plane. Draw them out under the glare of camera, arrest them, seize them documents, serve warrant pan. If the Integrity Commission don't have that, we are wasting too much of our time. Make the people them thief in a peace. When PJ and Portia and Mike and Siaga them they are thief in a peace, we never have them problem here. We never have this problem. And every year we have to dash out budget after budget for the Integrity Commission for only get upsetting report. What else are we getting? Nobody now got prison. We now get back none of our money. We can't disgrace people who don't have no shame. So the report is not even disgracing them, kind of afraid to call their name, kind of afraid of lawsuit. So what will we waste money for? Talk truth, people. Talk truth. If we not make with politicians them thief in a peace, I mean, they have always been stealing in peace. They have always been stealing in peace. So why we pay money to tap them for thief when them a thief more than when we never pay money to stop them? It don't make no sense. Call me idiot if you like. But for me, this is a waste of money. Man thief go to and go to prison. Yeah. I want goat a chump change to the tax ripoff, the money laundering, the procurement scams that is going on in government. Many people them thief in peace, man. Maybe they will thief with conscience. If we allow them to thief with peace, but you know when you're a thief in a haste, you have to take up one open thing one time, you have to full your and your lap, your pocket, your craw everywhere. You have to full everywhere. SME, yes. Micro, small, and medium entrepreneur. Yes. Oh no. This is the crippling taxes. Taxes. cripple a lot of you. What you say name again, Debbie? MSME. Tax cripple. No? The tax will labor right politician and PNP politician can come together and fix for themselves a get out card. Somehow no business. No see the light of day because of these tax and these rules. Won't have to comply with. Won't have to comply with these rules. And see the Dennis Garden and Donovan Williams can step sideways. Christopher Tufton and him whole leash of cronies can step sideways. Money after money after money. Just drained. It cannot be that Dennis Garden, who have one of the biggest private health institution in our country, is not the other prominent politician where they might talk about. So if I know Dennis Garden, Dennis needs to come out and say I know him. But until then, Dennis Garden is the one me know of as the national private health institution in Jamaica. You understand? So if Dennis Garden no benefit, if he come out, can say he is not the other prominent politician with the health facilities who benefited. If it's not you, Dennis Garden, come out. Dennis Garden, we are not ticked by your wire fence this morning. If you have not benefit from that illegality, come forward and say I know you. Integrity Commission can't even call their name. They have to call them company one, company two, company this and company that. I'm afraid the lawsuit, me will call on a name because to say the only benefit we get out of accountability is to disgrace. And if that's how we are going to get something, that we have to go do. But the institutions and system them what we set up for hold on to account, then afraid down like puss. Then afraid down like puss. So if we stop spend money upon the Integrity Commission, it not bear no fruit. The fruit them before they turn, then withered and drop off of the tree. These upsetting report serves nothing. Let me tell you why. Politician a thief, them are go always thief. The bigger part of it, the people doesn't give a fuck. Look pan Andrew, we either get elected back or thieving way back. We have never seen another prime minister under the financial disgrace, under the level of corruption for 10 years, the financial embezzlement for 10 years, the breaking down of democracy and institution for 10 years under Andrew Holness. And no elect him back. The people don't care neither. Make we take the little money where we are get Integrity Commission and buy saltfish and flour. And that we used to. And that we love. Make we take the money. Dennis and Donovan Williams. Donovan Williams, the one we refer to as the one where they depend the company record until recently. That politician, that's Donovan Williams. We're all fully aware of that story. That story did broke out from the drill. So even though the Integrity Commission now call the name, we know that's Donovan. That story they well publicized. But the other permanent politician, where they now, well, people don't know about, who have one of the biggest private health institutions in Jamaica is the Gordon family. You remember the Gordon family did also, when Andrew Wallawash come out, bought the building with Andrew and his son and his sister. You remember Dennis Gordon, the breaches of building code. You remember one of the Dennis Gordon building was in that too, a whole heap of shenanigans. A whole shenanigans, both of them come together. Just at Williams long time, wagwan. A whole heap of shenanigans, Labour Right and PNP come together and do to it. You don't come here, come go on like say PNP have character. Don't do it. Character in a PNP stop at Michael Manley. After Michael Manley left, everything went over the cliff. And they become just like the Labour Right them. A bird have two wings, a body have 2 foot. Left and right, they are still foot. Left foot, right foot, they are still foot. The reason why PNP is so silent on a lot of things, they are benefiting. Tell them to come challenge me now. They are benefiting. A whole heap of contract I got awarded in the Melissa debacle. A whole heap of contract they figure out. When you see politician come in and they farm foundation, that's a swindling money job institution. When you say politician come in, and you look if most politicians, anytime they get elected, they don't farm a foundation. Foundation is the art of swindling money, where you don't have to really give an account for. Check all heap of these procurement, the money. When a procurement document not there for. If you follow the money, a lot of those money push to a lot of foundations. A lot of these money push to a lot of these foundations. You understand? PNP now have integrity. Don't be fooled by them. Don't be fooled by them. Them don't have integrity. Their hands were never clean from day one neither. They have always have their hands in the cookie jar as well. And if you see the reality, see what it is. These are powerful friends. Remember, Norman and Buster were cousins. K-U-Z-E cousins. Norman and Buster. Weren't they? So the mood do not change. Just like there's no difference between slavery and colonization or neo-colonization. There's no difference. It's just a changing of the name. When you change the name of an organization, the operation of the organization doesn't change. Just the name. And that they use fool with. Tell PNP if you come out, come have a press conference about this. PNP. MPNP. Come up with chop over the integrity report, PNP. Can't go on like say people are fool boy. We not take with your ride. You are taking us for a ride. You don't know when the people are going to wake up still, or the people that are the problem. Let's listen to that.
Is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
This is Dr. Alfred Dawes, Shadow Minister on Health and Wellness. The Auditor General has now confirmed what I have been warning about for over a year. No procurement documents were found for $521 million in contracts awarded by the University Hospital of the West Indies. That is not a clerical error. This is a serious failure of governance. For more than a year, I raised concerns about procurement practices across the Ministry of Health and its agencies. Each time, the minister assured the country that systems were sound and functioning properly. The Auditor General has now shown that this was simply not true. Despite repeated public assurances from Health Minister Christopher Tufton, hundreds of millions of dollars were committed without basic documentation. We saw this after the Integrity Commission exposed the improper $80 million in contracts awarded to Market Me. We saw it again when a $31 million drill for Bustamante Hospital was publicly praised as a model procurement. Yet once more, serious breaches occurred under the minister's watch. This government has been in office for nearly a decade. After 3 consecutive terms, excuses about inherited problems are no longer credible. When procurement fails, hospitals go without equipment. Healthcare workers are left unsupported, and patients pay the price. That is how a health system is driven into crisis. A system cannot credibly investigate itself. A committee appointed by the minister to probe the failures he presided over is like a man on trial choosing his own jury. Jamaicans deserve independent scrutiny, real reform, and accountability that puts patients first.
At pnp.org.jm or check us out on Facebook.
I know I'm not going to beat Dr. Dawes because Dr. Dawes, from during the Jill Galangin, has been doing a lot of reporting on this lack of procurement where gone under Dr. Tufton. Dr. Roger Hunter also came out and told us that this $31 million was a tip of the iceberg. And this is just one hospital, you know. We're not about down a Cornwall yet. We just had drink money like a addicted man's addicted rum head, so. Just a ton money to his head, so. So when that they come out, me guarantee all the power back a hit dot. Because we now go can turn up. Who responsible for town? Who responsible for town? Which one are not MP? But MP.
Alright guys, so yesterday I showed you
it's an MP represented problem. This though, Spanish Town, is an Nesta Morgan and Andrew Holness. This is a phone problem. These are national works agencies' failure. These are failures of the government, not just this government, successive government in structuring and maintenance. But this government has been there for 10 years. They're on their 3rd term now. So them can't blame the bagga when they come in council from PNP. Ministry of Road and Works.
Alright guys, so yesterday I showed you this video with this lady. I posted this yesterday. She fell into this hole, and then there were other people that fell into it as well, hurt their legs, scraped their skin. So I decided to show you today what it looks like without the water over it. Right in front of KFC, the hole there. See, right there, that's where the lady fell yesterday. A whole bunch of people fell into those yesterday. And if you come down further, you see more holes, more holes. This is a death trap. When rain fall, those are all flooded over. Nobody can see them. You understand? Even right here. So, you know.
What that means is those drains we see some of them lose covering, but they're also blocked. This is a government who's planning to use our money to build resilience across the country, even though I know the government not tell we if we're entitled to anything out of it. The government are planning to take with money for Western Jamaica build resilience all in a town. And while Philip Powell and Darrell Vaz hug up have a drink after they quarrel in a parliament. Dayton and Darrell are probably our close friend, you know. I don't see Mark Golding and Andrew a close friend, you know. We're not sorry for ourselves. Black people talk it out. We're not sorry for ourselves. How we just become fools to the game. Nobody no want to learn the game. We will understand the game. We have such a hard time because we're propagandists, we're conspiracy theorists, we're liars, we're false informationers, we're misinformationers, and all sorts of things will be. All because we understand the game and we are trying to teach everybody else the game. Some people do, if you have your head so high up in a dark hole as to our politicians' posterior, then you're not going to hear anything we are going on. More than all, you're not going to see in the darkness. You're not going to see in the darkness. And your ears full of shit because your head is so high up. So you're not hearing nothing. All you can see is the box of KFC, the piece of saltfish, the liquor flour, and the drink of rum. And it done there, so. You watch local government election. If these same people don't dress up under the piece of zinc and under the piece of tarpaulin, come out, come rebel and campaign for them favorite politician. About 2 politicians may say on the ground since Melissa I do any work. And it's Dr. Campbell and Jess. Me not really see the rest of them. If you don't see them, you can pat me and tell me, say, look round there, so just peep round there so you see that one there. But other than Dr. Campbell and Jess, Parati morning, Black River morning, Southwest St. Elizabeth, Brompton, Treasure Beach, Flaggerman, Great Day, Pedro Plains, Fort Charles, Hopewell, Newell, Watchwell, Williamsfield, Barbary Hall, Fellaswood, Arlington, Vineyard, Cattaboo. Have you seen Floyd Green? Have you been represented in Parliament by Floyd Green since Melissa? Not a word. Only no sister on the last. Southwest St. Elizabeth, move. The whole on grab Southwest St. Elizabeth people there and push them up front. Push Southwest St. Elizabeth up front for me then. Cause it look like two they say me call their name. Then that back a go on like me soon. Southwest St. Elizabeth when it exists. Southwest St. Elizabeth, when it politically exists in our country, me not hear no name since in a parliament, since Melissa. Southwest St. Elizabeth, come here now. One day, who just drop off by the wall, so. But then again, us in Southwest St. Elizabeth, we live on the edge of the world, have we not? Southwest St. Elizabeth lives on the edge of Jamaica. So it's not hard for we drop off. I mean, if we don't look, we can't drop off and nobody knows to say we drop off. But we drop off. Maybe because we're on a stretch of coastline We just jump off for the rest of Jamaica. So, because we have not been represented in Parliament since Melissa. Me no hear we name call. Me no hear nobody ask for road light or water or infrastructure repair for we. All me see is the entity I get bigger and bigger every day. Me no know who them a pay with taxpayer money to fill up them titty. But the only thing me see a improve in a Southwest St. Elizabeth is flight green titty face and belly. Flight green titty, flight green face, and flight green belly. Barring that, tell me where I go on. Them I get rainfall. Yes, rain a fall down then. Enough. Flight green. Flight green, we still living, you know. Flight green, we not drop off. We only drop down a little bit lower. If you check over your head, flight green and peep, trust me, you will see we over there. Southwest St. Elizabeth still about flight green. You can talk about we in a parliament, you know. You can ask for something for we. You can ask for something for we. We're there. Where's somebody to, you know? We know say you're a part of the government. We know say your mouth stitched by the ministerial code. But bad to bad, you can't say something. Weeks ago, you turn up in a the bumble brush galangin. And you tell we say, you're going to send some of your mining people and with truck to go clean up Parity Beach. It don't happen yet in a globalist Jamaica. We not here say it don't happen yet. Not a jot. Flight green talk about we. Flight green talk about we flight green. Yes, we know say your house smash up to and tough and house smash up. Can you claims on have house in our community. But we don't have money, we don't have only thief in money. It now come out on a pocket. Phone also go repair, I go come out at the taxpayer money. But not thief. But we can talk about it. Represent with flight green. Flight green are that we elect you for. Flight green, me not think say you not see what happening in Parity, Treasure Beach, Black River, Brompton. But nobody now represent we in a parliament. Nobody now talk about the effects of Parity, the light what we not have, when we are going to get it back, the water what we not have, the water what Chuck with flight green now send around there, the water what the people them when I work have to buy. Represent us flight green. We still there Southwest St. Elizabeth. Not because you say Melissa lick, we don't want to have to look far over the cliff to see we. We still there at the bottom of the cliff. We're not gone nowhere. Just look over the cliff, flight green. Melissa ungo lick we down. Never care we were. We're still there. And we deserve the services them. We deserve the representation, flight green. But we'll put you there for. We put you there, we allow you for thief enough, and we still bring you back knowing say you is a thief and a liar. Okay, we give you 2 terms for thief and lie for yourself. If you know somebody with conscience, you couldn't share, you take 2 and give me 1, we still get something. I can't go about my business. Kind of make no sense because right now me sure the people them a Parity. If them hear me and know, you know, go ask I want to the Batman, yeah. If them hear me and know, me know that most of them are go say. So make me go on about my business and allow Parity people and Southwest St. Elizabeth people to suffer you here because you see 2 flight green young. And flight green God dance and set up and everything together. And Mr. Green open bill a bar go, no? And Mr. Green, we buy front phone and back part phone all them something. Them I go on about my business. Me now make on lick out my teeth them. Globalist member Darrell Vaz. Darrell Vaz, where you see him and Philip Palwell the day after them a war over with 150 million. It make Darrell Vaz, I wonder if Philip Palwell them I get none out of Darrell Vaz kickback. Like how it look like Rosemary Shaw get something out of Crystal kickback. You see if Jamaica people now wake up. No, you see if Jamaica people don't wake up. You see, one of the biggest problem is we're hoping for better. Hope without work is dead. And so much I know Christians. Hope without work is dead. What are you hoping for? You're hoping that God changed the mind of a thief. You're hoping that God changed the mind of a liar. You're hoping that the liar and the thief will wake up one day to see that my stealing and my lying is hurting somebody. You think that's how it works? If it worked like that, they would earn a thief less, not more. The problem is, what do you, the people of Jamaica, want? The other question is, how long are you prepared to suffer and how much? We cannot keep stumbling in the dark, so my people. As a people, we have to have a direction as to where we want to see ourselves going. How we want to live in our society. Foreign done. Let me tell you no thing. Foreign done. All the way a plan to run away. I wait for Paul Beer dead. I wait for Paul Beer dead. For me and my Cameroon friend them can go home. I wait for Paul Beer dead. So Donald Trump say, you know, one nobody America. Donald Trump say anything with teeth, we are protect. And we see the whole lot of people with teeth from on our can draw a circle around we. Donald Trump said we no want no. We can go it alone, said Donald Trump. Donald Trump said white people and black Americans know how to clean shit already. I know so them grow up and cleaning shit. Well, white people, if you go get up and work or fly, I go take white people. Fly, I go take white people, no? So I don't want to go on like, I'm not glad say fly, I go take white people. I don't want to glad say white people, dog, I go start walk with them bread for them again. What not bad about? What not bad about? Donald Trump and the immigration them say, you don't look like we don't sound like we wanna do ya. Why don't leave Donald Trump and them to clean them shit them? Because that's what's gonna happen. Just like how the father them have nothing to say. Let America implode on itself and cave in on itself. All we have to do is look somewhere else good figure. I saw the word. Look at the animal world. It's always a migration. When you name down one crop, you migrate to the other crop, then you migrate to water hole. We're not meant to be static. That's why we're so fool. We're not meant to be so static. That's why we are so fool. Africa is developing. The West is over. What we need to do is to re-strategize with self and top fret more broke down America. America, we are can borrow money from the people that where America fight with on a prepare for a new world. The old world is coming to an end. They say God is coming. So said the Christian. The illusion the mind. The stage that was set for us is coming to an end. The illusion of Western empire is coming to an end. Prepare yourself for a new world and a new direction. The world bigger than the West. Other parts of the world are live better than the West. In the West, we live in a stress and debt. And then turn around dead. Prepare yourself for a new world. Okay? Don't prepare yourself for the coming of God. Prepare yourself for a new world. The system of colonialism, empire, and barbarity is coming to an end. We are going to build a more equal world. Okay? We're going to build a more equal world where an America one are the power. Everybody a sovereign power within them own rights. That's what you ought to prepare yourself for. Also prepare yourself for while the West is falling, they're tightening the controls on us. It's the remnants of a dying empire. And stop preparing for the coming of God, because that's why you're not waste so much on our time. That's why Mr. Philip, we need to prepare for a new world. But building our own, we can't build it under this political system with these political whatever we have. We have to build a new system of people involvement. See, the other day, Fifth Element was giving us an economic way forward. We have to come out of this system. But we can't do it without unity. We cannot do it when we have we head up politician backside and care about politician and not about we and where we and we future generation end up. Our way we feel we share our God create on earth for we. Want to make white people and them friend them take you up and run off with it and go on like I say, I feed them and with it. Hey, you see, any day this world wake up, you see, any day the rest of we wake up, these people won't have place to hide. You think the rocks will provide them hiding place? Anyway, Marcus Garvey said we should unite. Otherwise, we will perish. And if you don't understand, the veil is lifted and unoja blanket. The more the veil lift Jamaica, because only people in the black world are wake up, Africa wake up at an almighty speed. You don't hear it in the Western media though, because it's counterintelligence to the West. Because the West tell us Africa is a dirt land, a barren land, and we just let there swing pan trees. So, and when we get hungry, we name with one another and all of them folk credit. Would the Maya change that narrative? Make we know say Africa, a lot of the countries of Africa have well built up city where you go to your things in New York and Washington and London and Paris and all of that. Don't you see how Abraham Chori is showing us that we're some stupefied bunch of heifers? Don't you see Abraham Chori is showing what leadership is? Don't you realize that democracy is a holdback for poor people? No, in England here, they will draw we out our house to post something on Facebook, especially to do with the Palestine and Israel war. The people in Iran, what they say a dictatorship, Because the West make it feel like people in Iran and people in China and people in Russia cannot demonstrate. But these people who ban with and demonstrate in England, who arrest all grandmothers and people in pushchair who demonstrate against the Gaza genocide. This homosexual case stormer with his 3 Ukraine boyfriend who tried to burn down his house is calling for protection of the people of Iran. We are protest and call for more people at Iran for protest. And what draw we out our house and arrest we for what we are step on Facebook. Donald Trump will just go kidnap a sovereign president, say protect the right of the Iran people to vote. Donald Trump would turn his Gestapos and guns on the people of America, wants to protect the people of Iran's right to protest. Israel, who have murdered an entire country of children and innocent women, want to protect the right of Iranians to protest, and you don't see the fuckery that this world has become. And you still find excuse for these criminals. Go on about your business, because you them come for next. Anyway, globalists, thank you very much for being here with us this morning. Lovely to have your support as always. If you have not yet hit the like button, please do so before you exit the program. Thank you very much for being here with us. Join us back this evening for the people's point of view. Oh, me I go watch Parliament today. We don't go tune into Parliament and I go outline conundrums today. I wonder if wifey come back yet. Nobody know if wifey come back from India. Last week, morning, wagwan. We don't know if wifey come back yet. A bangarang in a Parliament this evening. This evening, Andrew has set out the Melissa home restoration grant and thing them, isn't it? And also you go. So, me no know if wifey go there this evening, if wifey come back from India yet, or Eli Clark is going to allow PNP to get their teeth into Andrew Collarbone this evening. But Jamaica people, we're mentally behind in this awakening. There's a great awakening going on since January 2020. And it has missed, a lot of it has missed Jamaica. And it is rather so sad. Because this is why we are so climatized to whatever oppressive measures that has been heaped upon us. It doesn't outrage us. It's just the norm. We have missed that great awakening. That's why through COVID, everybody demonstrate about the draconian rules. We followed them loyally, without any complaint. I'm going about my business. I'm going about my business because I feel the upset that come on this morning. I'm going about my business, globalists. The upset come. You know what? No, many people is not going to like this, especially me living in the United Kingdom. I get that. We make different choices at different points in our life, and we learn at different points in our lives. America behaving like this is a good thing for the world, you know. It's a good thing for some country. You don't build a country without sacrifice. And maybe a lot of us in America and Europe need to go back home, go help build Jamaica. Need to go back home, go help the people them to stand up. Need to go back home, speaking in reality, to face the bullet of the government. to face the abuse of the government. You know how much Burkina Faso have gone back home to help rebuild Burkina Faso? The difference. Leadership. And we cannot, go on boy your business this man and then I see him wrong with your mouth. We cannot move forward with this type of leadership. It has to be a people-centered leadership. Unite or perish. All right? Later we will continue. Later we will come back outside, Prime Minister, because we're not done yet, you know. Prime Minister, we're not done yet. We're going to come back outside later. Good morning and good afternoon from Global TV.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So that's why I say watch him man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon walls. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for jumping. Let's go. Fight down, war and crime. Fight down, me say Rastafari. War and crime and do the righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. Jah Rastafari. And we love Jah. Jah Rastafari. And we love Jah. We love Jah. Jah Rastafari. We love Jah. Jah Rastafari. Preserve all people. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I say watch a man around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace while we are penalized. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare and read the way. Prepare and read the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down, war and crime. Fight down, war and crime. Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. Rastafari, we love all. And we love Jah. Me love Jah. Me love Jah. Rastafari, preserve all. Me love Jah. Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ Twink.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.